Good morning, everybody. Give me just a few minutes here. Still having a few technical difficulties, but it looks like everything's working now. Sorry for that. As with everything in life, technology has become one of those staple things that we have to work with. And the challenges that go with that as well sometimes can be a little bit frustrating. But I'm back. Hopefully, everybody can see me. And again, I apologize for any delays, want to be respectful of everybody's time. So I'm going to jump into this real quick. Again, my name is Robert McConaughey. For those of you who don't know me, I'm currently one of the owners of Copeland Real Estate Group with Lisa Copeland, as well as RKM Real Estate Group out of the Central Coast. Been involved with real estate for over 20 years. Been involved in over $600 million worth of real estate transactions on multiple levels, from owning, buying, selling, representing, flipping, and financing. My main background was corporate finance through commercial. So I am actually a licensed commercial lender certified through the American Bankers Association. I did work for institutions for several years, looking for banks who would buy other banks and leading a team of different finance specialists to review portfolios and do asset liquidation, specifically liquidation of real estate assets over 14 states. My whole goal for this call is to be able to share some of my wisdom and knowledge that I hopefully have gained over these past few years. I've been able to compile it into training material that I think can be essential for specifically real estate agents, but honestly, this information can be utilized on all spectrums, from anybody in business to people who are even employees looking to grow in their company and try and get that next promotion. I hope that you guys can see benefiting from this. We're going to be doing this for 15 minutes a day. I want to be, again, respectful of your time. And I hope that this can be a good utilization investment in your time and help you guys grow. To tag on to yesterday's topic, I hope that if you weren't able to join us, you were able to reread or go back over and watch the live stream that we posted up on YouTube, with the main subject being pushed around daily habits for success. Today, I'm going to tag on to that. It's a two-part, and then tomorrow we're going to move into market conditions. But I wanted to wrap it up because I think it's important, and I think something that a lot of people overlook is, I think when you get into business, from what I've seen, is so much emphasis gets put on business operations, which again is critical, development of the business. But the one thing that gets overlooked that I think is equally important and sometimes can be potentially more important is the personal development side. The business is only going to be as strong as its leader. And that's why I think it's critical for us as leaders, people in that leadership role, whether you're the business owner or a manager, for you to be at the top of your game so that you can help your employees be at the top of their game and be an example for them. The other thing is your daily mindset, the way that you start your day, is statistically and scientifically going to affect the way that you progress throughout the day. The goal is to start the day on a high. And I'm not talking about a raw motivational high, but in clear mind, with a clear mindset of the goals and the tasks that you're going to need to be able to achieve throughout that day. Today, we're going to be diving into the importance of setting and visualizing goals. And I want to also put out there, when I'm talking about visualizing goals, I'm not really talking about some sort of mystical, spiritual thing. Visualizing is more of the actual physical act of looking at your goals and being able to identify, these are the tasks, these are the goals that I need to accomplish in order for me to get to the next level, whether it's in your career or to growing your business, ultimately growing the revenue and increasing the net profit. The first thing that I want to touch on today on clear settings of visualization of goals is going to be written goals, increase, focus, and commitment. I'm going to reiterate that again because I think it's important. Written goals, increase, focus, and commitment. There has been study after study performed that has conclusively shown that writing down your goals each day is critical to success. So from some of the greats, some of the top business individuals, the most successful people, this is one thing that they all have in common. Everybody has consistently said that the people who write their goals down every day in the morning are statistically exponentially more successful. Why is that? Well, there is a link between the visualization of you thinking about your goals and actually writing the goals down. There has been proven statistics that show over and over again that when you take your goals from your mind and you actually write them down on paper every day, you're actually training your mind to seek out the perfection and the conclusion of those goals. You're putting yourself at the very beginning of the day in that success mindset because you're rolling through, starting your day already knowing what it is that you want to accomplish. And the other thing is reviewing your goals regularly. It's important to review our goals every single day. And when reviewing your goals and writing your goals down, be sure on that consistent basis to never decrease the goal as you're writing it down. So often we get people that work through and they get frustrated because they feel like they're not on track or they're not on pace with their goals. And we see it a lot even in the corporate world where halfway through the year, institutions or businesses or managers will start to decrease the goals as they see their employees get fatigued. And I want to reiterate to everybody, never, ever decrease your goals. Um, on the inverse, instead of decreasing your goals, you want to work on actually increasing the activities. Odds are, if you're not obtaining your goals or you're not hitting those target goal numbers that you're looking to hit, it's most likely because you're not driving enough activity to be able to accomplish the goal. So I want to put that out there again. Never decrease the goal. Inversely, increase your activities. And I guarantee you that if you increase the activities, your goals will be hit. On that same note, when you're writing your goals down, the number one flaw that I see with people is oftentimes they write down too small of a goal, or they write down a goal that they know that they can achieve. The problem with that is statistically, when we look at people and writing down their goals, a lot of times people are going to come up short with their goal. A good way that I've found to be able to overcome that is whatever your goal is. And there are Grant Cardone and different people that are specialists in this space have even said to 10x your goals. Whatever your goal is, to write down 10 times that number and try to hit the 10x goal. The meaning behind that is if you don't hit a higher goal, odds are you're still going to surpass the original goal that you wrote down. I'm going to use an example. Say your goal, just for quick numbers, is you're in a business and it's $1 million in sales. You need to be writing down a goal of at least $5 million in sales, if not ideally 10 million. When we look through the process of business, the person that's going to put down $1 million as their goal is most likely going to hit 700,000 or 800,000. The way to curb that and the way to overcome that is to write a higher goal and push forth on that higher goal. The nice thing about writing down a goal that's 5 to 10 times higher than what you need is if you're pushing for a 5x or 10x, you're going to hit your original goal and you're going to by far surpass that goal. In the end, the big thing that I see over and over again is people are thinking too small. You need to be able to push yourself past what you think is possible. If you're constantly working in your comfort zone, if you're constantly working towards those goals that you know you can achieve, you're never going to be hitting that level of greatness that I know that everybody can hit. I speak from experience on this, guys. This is something that I've put in practice day in and day out. I'm not just a talking figurehead here trying to get clicks, trying to get people to follow me. These are things that I've put in practice. I've hit these and it has worked. I have been successful in this. And I know that I can help others be successful in this because I've seen it work time and time again with myself and as well as peers that I know that are pushing forward and doing the same thing and seeing tremendous benefit, tremendous value, and they're reaching those next levels. One other thing that I think is important in wrapping up daily consistencies and goals, is something that a few people have talked about, but I don't think it's as popular, but it has been extremely beneficial for me and others. And that's utilization of a vision board. Anybody who's watching today that's a driven individual, I'm going to guarantee that in some shape, some way, or some form, you've got a visualization board. What that is specifically is creating a board using images or words that invoke emotion and motivation towards attaining those goals. I've seen people write themselves a check for $1 million and put it on their vision board. I've seen people create different pictures with them talking on stage, if that's a goal. If there's a car that's your dream car that you want to buy, I've seen individuals print that out, put it on their vision board. And again, the whole point of this is to create a roadmap for yourself of what your end destination is. If you're just mindlessly working for the sake of working just to pay your bills, it's going to be a very long, painful, and boring road. Those individuals that are setting those goals and actually putting out in a visualized form what it is they want to obtain, what their target is, are statistically way more successful, and they're more apt to obtain those goals because they know exactly what it is they're working towards. Whether it's buying multiple rental properties, putting your kids through private school, you need to clearly identify what it is you're working for. You need to clearly have that why of why it is you're doing this. Why are you working? And again, if you're working just to pay your bills, that's not enough. That's not going to get you where you need to be. When we look at the statistical numbers of individuals right now that are in debt, that are falling behind, that are not able to hit that level and that status, buy that home, buy that car, it's because they're simply not visualizing out and creating a clear map of where they want to be. That we've probably all heard the saying over and over again, the GPS is useless if you do not have an end destination to put in there. Within this, we want to be able to include personal and professional aspirations for balance. The thing is while it is working and work, and sometimes we all get caught up in the work aspect of it, it does go hand in hand. We are humans, and the thing is a lot of times I think we get focused too much on one area over the other. And for me personally, when I've created out my vision board, and my wife has been awesome in helping me do that, it's creating a mix of both business aspirations as well as personal aspirations. I think a lot of you know that we recently relocated to Texas. And the cool thing about that is given us the opportunity to recreate our vision board and tweak it and put new things on there for new goals that we want to obtain. We did obtain and we did reach a huge amount of different goals that we had, different things that we put on the visualization board. And now it's a time for us to reflect and look at where we want to go next in our future and recreate and post those new images so that we can have new targets. But again, it's going to be a balance for all of us that we want to not only just say, hey, I want to have a $10 million business, but the other thing is again, what do you want to accomplish personally? And that's going to be different for everybody. What I want to accomplish personally is probably going to be different than what you want to be accomplishing. But in the end, the same thing stands true for both of us. If we're not going to be outlining it and putting out in a visualized status and notating this is where I want to be in life, it's going to be very difficult for us to get there, because if you don't have that clear outline end result, you're not going to be able to create the path to get there. The other thing is you're going to want to place that vision board where it's visible daily. For some people, it's in their office right in front of their desk. I've seen other people actually have it in a digital form as their desktop background. I've seen individuals have it on their cell phone, whatever works for you. But again, I compel and I urge each one of you, write the goals down, review your goals regularly, make sure that your goals are higher than you think they need to be, and then create that visualization or that visual board of what you want to be doing or the why of why you're doing all this, so that you have a clear path of not only these are my goals, but this is why I'm setting these goals. Hopefully today we can get some questions. I'm clicking through here. I do on Instagram, I'm able to see. So if there's anybody on Instagram that has questions, I'm going to give you about 15 seconds because, again, I want to be respectful of everybody's time. And if for some reason I don't see you, please email me or please DM me if you've got questions or want to know more about what I do daily specifically. And I'm more than happy to share that with you guys. So I'll give you about 15 to 20 seconds to comment if there's any questions. Hi, Hallie. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're loving this topic. And I know there's a couple people on the call here that I know personally, that I work with her personally. Hallie's one of those individuals that is a very similar mindset and is absolutely killing it in the real estate space by utilizing a lot of these different tactics and these different processes. There are many agents that we work with directly that are making phenomenal strides and getting huge results. And it's my hope that we can all be an encouragement for each other. Thank you so much for everybody joining us. We're going to be continuing on. Tomorrow, we're going to be moving on to a little bit more of meat, specifically for real estate agents in understanding market conditions and how we can use that to not just be real estate agents, but be real estate professionals. And that's really my goal here with this, is to help you take that step from being somebody who is saying, hey, I'm doing sales, I'm doing real estate, and I'm getting okay results. But I'm looking to take myself to the next level. On that note, if you are a real estate agent in Central Coast or Central Texas, Lisa Copeland and I are expanding rapidly. We are looking for individuals to join us. We do have a lot of business that we'd like to bring individuals on and help them be successful. My goal is to, as we look forward on this, to continue to get some guests to join us. We work directly with Lisa Copeland, Elena Cardone, Haas Pratt, Tarek El Musa. And if you're looking to join a team that is very centric around training and support, we'd love to have you. On the flip side to that, if you're an individual looking to get into the real estate space and are looking to become a real estate agent, please contact me. I'd love to help you. We can walk you through the process and be with you every step of the way. That's it for today. That's all I have. And I encourage everybody to go out there today. Don't just be good, don't be great, but I want everybody to push forward to be the elite. Go out there and give it 125%. And I guarantee you that those actions and those activities will yield positive results. Best to everybody, and a special shout out, thoughts and prayers for everybody in Los Angeles and the individuals that are being affected by these fires. It's devastating. I do have a couple friends that live in that area, and there has been some tragic stories. So our hearts go out for you. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Thank you.